freaking hot in Canada. It was so warm. Unlike Dara's expectations of it snowing, it was pretty warm indeed. So yeah, I stayed pretty warm. It was actually really nice weather. It's actually really nice here in New York as well. Only today it's going to rain, but tomorrow it's going to be sunny. For the rest of the week it's going to be sunny basically. Just today it's going to rain. So yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, guys, game 1 of this PvZ series between Creator and Rogue from the Kung Fu Cup number 5. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Do let me know what's up. Do let me know who you're maybe cheering on in this set of games and so on. As we have to the bottom right-hand side, it is our red Zerg player, Rogue. Top left, our blue Protoss player. These two guys on the same team, actually, Jin Air Green Wings. This is Creator. Alright, so setting up into this, guys, and looking to see what is going to be happening in the next few moments. Looking to see what's going to happen as we get this rolling. Again, let me know what's up out in the chat. I do have my chat open. It's the only thing that I do actually have somewhat going on a second screen, I guess. Yeah, I have my phone open for the Twitch chat. Obviously, I'm just on my laptop today, so I'm only on one screen in general, which makes some of the production stuff a little bit like, So if something does start going wrong, do just tell me. Just start screaming in the chat like, what? Hey! Ah! Just go, you know, just go full chat mode. I know you guys can let me know when something's wrong if you need to, so do just speak up if something starts going a little bit haywire. As we set up hatch gas pool from Rogue to get things going in game 1 of the ZvP. So we've got to see a little bit of TVT now, some ZvP. I actually have a pretty decent set of matches today, honestly. I've already, not going to lie, I did already peek through the matches that we're going to cast because I had to see how long they were going to take and make sure I did have time to cover them, etc. I know that seems a little bit like cheating, but sometimes you just have to do these things when you've got to plan a stream out, and replay kind of let you do that. So we've got some cool matches coming up, and I think after this one is Su versus Ryung. So going into some ZvT after this series. So this is going to be pretty sick, I think. Now so far, a few lings on the way from Rogue. We'll see what he wants to try and do with these. He's only on 19 drones. We'll see if he makes... He's already up to 8 Zerglings, right? Actually, he's already up to like 16. Oh wow. This is a lot of Zerglings then. Rogue is getting very aggressive. I wonder if he hits 50 gas and makes a Baneling nest even. Now he's starting a couple more drones now. It's a Stargate from Creator, which obviously does allow him to go in towards an Oracle, a Phoenix. The Phoenix can push away those Overlords, deny scouting. The Oracle, of course, can come in and it's very good defensively. It's very good at harassing as well. As the first 6 lings are just going to wander on in, and there's not a full wall off here. The Stargate wasn't in the wall, the second gateway isn't down, the Adept gets surrounded right away, and already Creator's in a lot of trouble. Probes pull in to try and fight this, but the Probes, well, yeah, they force us away. They do get the wall off in. That one probe is just going to sit here. Another couple of probes coming through as well. There is more lings coming, remember, and 14 more on the production tab, so actually Rogue's now really going to try and commit to this. Creator just tried to put down a shield battery. He misplaced it, though, so he didn't actually get to finish. There's Adept now trying to come back into the position as well, but the lings are going to get a surround, or at least a lot of damage onto it before it gets into the wall. No, it goes down straight away, and well, here comes the Oracle, which is going to have to try and save the day. Rogue is getting some good damage done, which he needs, because he is down on 20 workers still against 29. As those lings hit the main base, we can see a couple of probes already dropping here. So a couple of probes do go down, the lings continue to move around. And we are just going to be seeing those lings going to jump back down towards the natural. The more lings have already ran in towards the natural over here. Yes, the shield battery is up, but the only thing kind of actually being healed by shield battery is probes, which obviously aren't great on their own anyways. Gateways are empowered by the lack of a pile on the shield battery too. The last Adept in the main base is surrounded, and that is how Rogue takes game number 1. Plain and simple with the Zerglings, no questions asked. Thank you, win, but I think in terms of it being an interesting event, I'd love to see someone like Showtime coming through and winning. You know, one of the Terran players winning somehow. That would be actually an amazing event. If one of the Terrans won WCS Austin, holy shit, it would be amazing. Anyways, guys, let's do this to the bottom right-hand side. Our red Zerg player is Rogue. Up a game after those lings flooded through into the natural and beyond in game number 1. Top left, our blue Protoss player is Creator. Again, these guys on Jin Air Green Wing, it's part of the same team. And yeah, it's actually funny because every single time I invite Creator to one of my events, he actually asks me, like, hey, can Rogue play as well? I'm like, well, you know, I'm not usually one to say no to Rogue playing the game, so, you know, sure. If he wants to play, then let him come. Let him join in. So yeah, that's always pretty cool. I actually think my next event is going to be focused on the Korean server, depending on how things time out, etc. But that's going to be pretty sick, because it's been a little while since we've done a Korean server-based event. So it'd be pretty cool to do something and to get some of these players involved. And to, yeah, just focus up on Korea. Our last couple of events have all been kind of European server focused, so... Anyways, setting up guys into game number 2. And early game ZvP is the same as early game ZvP has pretty much always been for the first couple of minutes. We see that Gate Nexus core opening. In fact, yeah, Gate Nexus core opening coming up. For a moment, I just looked here. I was like, "Wait, is that Nexus first?" But I was like, "Oh, my camera was just like slightly out of range for the wall off." So I was like, "No, it is Gate Nexus core." So Gate Nexus core comes down. Hatch gas pool from Rogue. I mean, so far the same as the last game. The question becomes, of course, will Rogue go for the same sort of Ling flood again, or is there going to be another kind of, you know, is there going to be something else to come along and try and change the kind of flow here in this game? You know, just creating, you know, if Rogue does make a bunch of Lings, just create a defender this time as well, potentially. And honestly, if he does, then he gets into quite a good lead, right? Because then Rogue doesn't have an amazing work account. Obviously, I think Rogue in the last game kind of realized that, you know, what was going on. He saw that the Wolof wasn't there, and he saw the opportunity to make more Zerglings rather than... Yes, he made a good amount of Lings initially, but he was starting to drone up again. Until he saw that the wall-off was open. He saw the opportunity was there, and he really did take it. By the way, I just want to go back to a question in chat. I think, was it Lone Wolf asked me what do I have for a laptop. I actually have a Razor Blade, and oh my god, it's like the best thing I ever bought myself. I didn't realize how amazing it was going to be, but I've been looking around like this big kind of MSI laptop for the last year and a half, or a couple of years, well actually 3 years now, and honestly I'm just amazed by how lightweight, portable the Razor Blade is, and just how powerful it is. Like, it's awesome. Like, I really love it. So I have like the new Razor Blade. It's cool. It's got a touchscreen as well. I never knew how much I needed a touchscreen on a laptop until I got one with it. I use it all the time. It's so useful. Anyways, this adapter is gonna have its shade cancelled, and we are just going to be seeing the Robo facility from Creator on the way up beyond a Twilight Council. So Twilight Council without the Robo initially is almost always going to be for the Resonating Glaives. Even if it's a Dark Shrine, you generally get the Robo in time because you want to get that Warp Prism out to be able to drop those Dark Templar across the map, to Archon drop them, and all the rest of it. Let's create again the second gateway, so starting to wall off here this time around. He was, again, the wall off was open for quite a long time, so Rogue had a chance to slip in if those Lings were here, like they were in the last game. Honestly, I kind of already like the way in which Rogue is opening right now. I mean, he's going for the Roach Roar, and that's almost always a great thing to have against the Adepts, because it's just the sturdiness of those Roaches. The Adepts can't deal well with them once they're in good numbers. And you can see here from Creator, well, 6 extra gates coming down. He's already got one down as well. Well, I'm not trying to say I'm good at math, guys, but I'm pretty sure last time I checked, 6 plus 1 is 7. And 7 gates is a hell of a lot for just 2 bases, so Creator is looking as though he's going to be really committing to this in the next few moments. There's that Warp Prism on the way as well from the Robo facility, as we expected it to be. And well, I mean, 6 Roaches on the way up, even a Spine Crawl in the main base. I kind of like that. It's something that if those Adepts do slip on by into the main, it's going to buy some time, or it's going to deal out that constant damage. I do like that, as right now Rogue, all he has to do is, quite simply, as he scouts this as well, he knows exactly what's going on. He just has to make units. He doesn't have to drone up. 40 drones is fine, because once you've dealt with this attack, there is not a follow-up for Creator. You know, your time to drone afterwards is going to be, you know, you're going to have a significant amount of time to drone afterwards and take the advantage then, rather than, you know, try and sneak in a couple of drones now. So it just has to be units here for Rogue at the moment, and that's what he's doing. He does start up the lair, which I like, you know, at least that does progress his tech. And it's something which is very, you know, it doesn't really slow down the Roach count all too much. You see the initial Adepts committing towards the third base. No drones over being killed. Corrosive Val will actually, the Warp Prism actually cancels a bit of a warp in there to be able to, well, kind of pull the Warp Prism away, even though it was just one Corrosive Val which still connected. So I'm not sure how much I agree with that. There is those Adepts splitting away towards the natural, which has already split themselves up. Another war bit of Adepts, although there is a Spine Crawler here. We're going to start doing some damage. We're going to see that Spine Crawler on the main coming into use in the near future as well. A couple of Lings and a Roach into the main base too. A lot of those Adepts are low, and honestly these Adepts in the back are already being pushed back as well. Some of them in the Warp Prism to try and get away. But look at this, you can just see the Spine Crawler tank so much damage here. Eventually it goes down. There's no target fire onto the drones, and so Rogue is going to end up cleaning up these Adepts, and now Creator has lost all of his Adepts to kill what? A couple of Spines maybe? A handful of drones? That's the issue. When it comes to army supply here, Rogue hasn't really lost anything. Oh my god, the 1 HP Warp Prism. But Rogue hasn't really lost anything, and without losing anything at all, Rogue is in the prime position to just keep on building units. He's already got a strong army. His army's only getting bigger. Obviously becomes very good for him as this War Prism wants to get out of here. It might just be time to recall it back home if you really do want to keep it around. I mean, otherwise, what else are you going to do? Corrosive Bile actually forces him to dodge. Wow, he's really playing with fire at the moment, as you do see. Well, sentries warping in, and a mortal or two being produced behind it, which is obviously is the right choice against this many roaches. We've seen the Prism just sat here for the moment, but Roach Speed has started up, and Rogue just going to stick with the roaches for now, not going to hide anything off of the lair. So he's happy with the Roach Speed. There's another Corrosive Bile. Oh my god. That was like from the movies where like the big rocket just sort of swerves by the window of the ship with like the all the main characters, and you're like, oh my god. Hashtag plot armor. These devs apparently have some plot armor right now in this game of StarCraft, as we do just see the Roach Speed is still on its way up. It's actually going to come forwards here. This Prism full of shields at least, so it can tank a couple of queen shots now. He's going to try and do something with... I don't know what you do with this, though, because it's only going to take these queens a couple of shots, and now you have queens in two directions, over creep as well. These queens have speed with that creep spread. I mean, he gets out of there alive, but man, he got my own heart racing there. Creator must have been feeling a little bit shaky himself. Well, we see Rogue throwing down a Spire, so that was actually just after the War Prism left, so there was no scout on this here by Creator. So he doesn't know about the Spire. Creator doesn't know about that, as we do see some Zerglings moving forwards right now. As I just somehow managed to close my Twitch chat to watch an ad for bits. That's not what I wanted to do, goddammit. I was just pressing, like, it came up with a notification on my phone, like, you can watch ads for bits right now. I'm like, cool, but I don't want to, so I was just trying to press close, and I clicked on now I'm watching an ad. What if Twitch chat's telling me all sorts of amazing things? Well, Roach here does get taken down, as obviously Rogue tries to get a little bit aggressive. Lings run back to the natural. I mean, this is just the sort of mistake you can't make against Rogue, having an open wall up at the natural, because he will abuse it. I mean, 2-3 probes already down on the natural expansion. There's Lings in the main base as well. I mean, this is just becoming uncontrollable here. So the depths across the map are actually getting some good damage done, and will be able to come on in and get rid of a couple of, well, get rid of this hatchery. So hatchery does fall. That's an annoyance. That War Prism obviously coming back into play there towards the end. Overseer coming back around once more as well, as we do see this War Prism is still 1 HP. It actually went down to basically 1 HP again with all the shields getting taken off of it. As we are going to be seeing the Roaches and Ravagers regathering. So honestly, not a bad moment from Creator, taking down the third base. That War Prism MVP, I told you, they had plot armor, it had something to do in this game, and that was to come back and kill that third, so that worked out. I'm just a little bit worried about these Mutalisks now, I guess, because as the Mutalisks come onto the field, this is the next stage of the game for Rogue, where, well, has Creator prepared for Mutalisks at all? I mean, I'm just going to show you the unit composition and say, no. 3 sentries, 1 stalker. That is not sort of the set of units that you see to defend against Mutalisks. There is not... I mean, there's a cannon down here or there. Robo actually gets contaminated, which slows down further immortal production. You see these couple of Mutalisks coming in towards the main base, and some probes are already starting to go down. So, yeah, I think the Mutalisks are just sort of the moment here in this game, and oh my god, all those gateways are powered by just 1 pylon. I mean, this is just the stage of the game where suddenly Creator's like, okay, what do I do? Warp in a set of Stalkers and counter-attack? I think that's probably his best call. Obviously, even that doesn't look too promising. This Hero War Prism is still around, but is just continuing to be deflected. Even the Stalkers being warped in are being fought against at the moment. And the Stalkers just controlling the main. I mean, you get rid of this pylon, you get rid of the upgrade, you get rid of this pylon repowering the gateways, and that's obviously continuing to be super. It just doesn't even take a fight. That's going to be GG. And Rogue takes game number 2, and